Hey everybody, it's Dave Dugdale, learningvideo.com. So I know I haven't been making many YouTube videos lately. I've been working on my A7R2 course for the last few months, and I don't know, I just can't juggle two things at the same time. I was actually working on my lens chapter. I was talking about lots of different native lenses that you can get and kind of the pros and cons and when you'd use them and stuff like that. So I actually don't want to talk about lenses, all these lenses. I basically just wanted to do kind of a quick comparison between these two. This is not a real thorough review, but I thought since I had all these lenses out, I'll talk about these really quickly. This is the 28 to 135, comes in around $2,500. This is the 18 to 105, and it comes around $600. They're apples to apples in terms of their reach. When you multiply this times the crop factor, this comes out to about 27 to 157. Again, this is 28 to 135. So they're very similar, and they're also very similar because they're power zooms. Both have a rocker switch right here, and it's got like maybe 2 or 3 speeds. So if you touch very lightly on the rocker switch, it'll just creep in on your subject. For me, I do a lot of sports, and having that feature on the camera and trying to do it like with your hand like this, you'll get it'll be all over the place basically. Even with 5-axis image stabilization, you'll see you're trying to do that, and it doesn't do it at a nice, perfect, steady rate that you can get with the power zoom. So if you're into sports, or you're on family vacations and stuff like that, or you're doing news gathering, I wouldn't use this for like an interview, because this is not the sharpest lens. This by far is much better optics. I've run lots of comparisons at like f4, f8, f16, f22 between the two of them, and this one by far wins hands down in the center and the corners. It's better at vignetting, all around a better performer. But it's big, it's bulky, and I wish it was a 2.8 lens instead of an f4 lens. These are both f4 lenses. So in a way, they're very similar. Both f4, both the same amount of reach. The biggest difference is an FE lens. This is a standard E lens, meaning it'll only work on your crop mode, which is great for the A7R2. I wouldn't recommend this lens for A7S2 or A7S owners, because the A7S cameras are really designed to be used in full frame for video mode, whereas this camera, the A7R2, is really designed, you get the most benefit, the highest quality out of the camera if you're shooting in the crop or APS-C Super 35 mode. So really quickly, one of the things I want to mention is this lens will frustrate you if you're a focus puller. If you do that type of work, this is definitely not the lens for you. If you do a lot of focus pulls, this is definitely one. I mean, it's got gears and everything, so if you've got that type of setup, you can mark one, go to the next, go back and forth between maybe 2 subjects, and it works perfectly every time. This one is fly-by-wire, and it's very frustrating because it's speed dependent. So if I were to focus very slow, very slowly, it's going to not hit that second mark in the correct spot. Or if I go very quickly, it won't hit that second mark. You have to do it at the exact same speed that you did when you marked the lens to begin with. So very frustrating that Sony doesn't allow us to turn that feature off. I wish they would. I think the Samsung NX1 has a feature where you can turn that kind of feature on and off, but Sony, so if you're watching this, please put that in your menu system. I can turn that off. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about these really quickly while I had all these lenses out. If you're doing sports, if you're doing news gathering, or if you're on a family vacation and all you're doing is shooting video, and you're not shooting stills in full frame mode, because you'd be very disappointed. You won't be able to get 42 megapixels out of this camera, because when you go to crop mode, it drops down to, I believe it's 18 megapixels on the still side of things. So that's just my quick review. While this is a superior lens, I ended up picking up this one just because it's balanced better, it's lighter, and really when it comes down to it, I've run these tests with charts. I've done swipes between this lens and this lens at different focal lengths, at f4, f8, and on the video side of things at 4K. And then I'll publish it to like Vimeo on a password protected page just to look at it to see what it looks like. And by the time YouTube and Vimeo do their compression, all that stuff, the amount of detail difference between the two, where this one used to be far superior when you're looking at 4K, it kind of drops down and is somewhat equal to this lens in terms of 4K when you've published at 1080 and then it's been transcoded and you look at it on like Vimeo or YouTube. I mean, there's still a difference, but it becomes more of a minor difference. Especially, I mean, if you're looking at it, are you watching even this video like on an iPhone, it's gone from 4K down to 1080, and then you're watching it on a very small device. It's going to be very hard to notice the difference between these type of two lenses. So I just wanted to mention that I ended up picking up this one. This one's a great lens. It's just very expensive. And hopefully, I mean, today is CES, the beginning of CES 2016. And hopefully, I think tonight Sony has an announcement. Maybe, who knows, they might talk about, you know, coming out with, like, this is 24-70. Actually, just sold this on eBay today. This is 24-70. Hopefully, they will come out with an f2.8 version of this zoom, and also the 7200, this f4. Hopefully today they'll announce an f2.8 as well. Hopefully they don't announce a new A7R Mark III or something like that. That's pretty much it. I'm mostly working on the course. Hopefully I'll have that done soon, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.